Connections of hypothalamus. Afferent connection of hypothalamus from the reticular activating system, retina, olfactory area, hippocampus, amygdala, thalamus, frontal lobe cortex, lemniscal system, raphe nucleus, and locus coeruleus. So all these are the afferent connections of the hypothalamus, whereas efferent connection of hypothalamus, reticular formation, spinal sympathetic center, posterior pituitary, thalamus, amygdala, hippocampus, and brainstem autonomic nervous system, which is vasomotor center. So these all are the connections of the hypothalamus. These are the afferent connection and these are the efferent connection. Hypothalamus, which contains neural centers for hunger, thirst, and body temperature. It contributes to the regulation of sleep, wakefulness, our emotions, sexual arousal, anger, fear, pain, and pleasure. It stimulates hormonal release from the anterior pituitary gland. It produces two hormones, ADH and oxytocin. ADH, it is the antidiuretic hormone, which is also known as vasopressin. It coordinates sympathetic and parasympathetic reflexes inside our body. Functions of hypothalamus. Behavioral functions, for example, emotional behavior, reward and punishment centers are there in the hypothalamus. Sexual behavior, hunger and feeding and satiety centers are present in the hypothalamus. Water intake and thirst regulation, these are also by the hypothalamus. Body temperature regulation. So all these are the functions of hypothalamus, and these considered behavioral functions. Here the reward and punishment centers specifically located in the hypothalamus. Other behavioral functions, sexual behavior, feeding behavior, water intake and thirst regulation, body temperature regulation. So all these are the centers for all this type of regulations are present in the hypothalamus. Endocrine functions of the hypothalamus. You already know which are the endocrine functions of the hypothalamus. Anterior pituitary gland hormones, but for their releasing an inhibitory hormone, are synthesized and secreted from the hypothalamus. Posterior pituitary gland hormones, which are antidiuretic hormone and oxytocin. These two hormones synthesize and release from the hypothalamus, and it is stored in the posterior pituitary, and whenever there is a requirement of both these hormones, these are released into the blood. Antidiuretic hormones regulate the water excretion or water balance inside our body, and it is also known as vasopressin. Role in stress. Corticotropic releasing hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone, and cortisol. So that is the CRH, ACTH, and cortisol. This is from the hypothalamus, this is from the anterior pituitary gland, and this is from the adrenal gland. So it having the major role in the stress. It is helpful in the regulation of the stress via release of cortisol. Vegetative functions of the hypothalamus. It includes circadian rhythm, and circadian rhythm, that means wakefulness and sleep cycle. Day and night cycle, which is regulated inside our body, it is known as circadian rhythm, wakefulness and sleep cycle, and it is regulated by the suprachiasmatic nucleus of the hypothalamus. Integration of the autonomic nervous system, integration of the cardiovascular system, control of GIT or gastrointestinal tract, for example motility and secretions via the hypothalamus. reward and punishment centers are present in the hypothalamus. So what is reward and what is punishment? So here you are seeing a very cute photograph of a monkey, and specifically the first type of reward and punishment type of activity or the experiments were done on the monkeys, and now I am going to tell you which type of that experiment. For example, monkey is in a cage. Here on the upper side of his head there is a one wire which connects the brain, and it is going to record the various activities of the brain, and there is a one trigger point where there in their hand. Now, so what is happening in this experiment? Reward activity, when monkey press the handle, monkey will get the food. Number of times the monkey will press the handle, the number of times the monkey will get the food. Every time monkey will press the handle, every time monkey will get the food. So it's a one type of rewarding effect, and monkey will try to press the handle again and again because the monkey gifted with the food items. So that is the reward type of behavior. And second, the opposite thing is that punishment type of behavior. That means when the monkey press the handle, the monkey will get the electric shock. Every time the monkey will press the handle, every time the monkey will get the shock. Now the monkey learned that pressing the handle is not a pleasurable thing. It gives so much pain to their body, so that it's a one type of punishment. So here the monkey will not going to press the handle again and again, or even it is never going to press the handle. So it's a punishment type of behavior, and these reward and punishment centers are located exclusively inside the hypothalamus. Coordination of circadian rhythms and sleep. Hypothalamic suprachiasmatic nuclei. Specifically, this suprachiasmatic nuclei responsible for circadian rhythms and sleep. Circadian rhythms, that means day and night cycle of our body. Here the feedback loops, which is regulated by genes to regulate the proteins, and hence there will be regulation of the circadian rhythms and sleep. Most physiological systems have rhythmic pattern. Sleep. There are different types of sleep cycles are available. REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, and NREM sleep. That means non-rapid eye movement sleep. Whenever someone is sleeping, try to observe his or her eyes. If the eyeballs running continuously, so the person is in the rapid eye movement sleep. And if the eyeball is not running, or movement of the eyeball you cannot able to see, then that is the non-REM sleep. That means non-rapid eye movement sleep. Now notice next time when you find a person who is sleeping, try to notice his or her eyeball, whether the movement is present or not. If the movement is present, it is known as rapid eye movement sleep, and if the movement is not present, then it is known as non-rapid eye movement sleep, which is known as NREM. Every night there are number of cycles of REM and NREM are there. Hormones like corticotropin releasing hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone, cortisol, all these hormones are regulated by the hypothalamus,